Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UNLV Rebels offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Quick toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They'll try to pop the draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Wyoming's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll keep it himself. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Looking for a man, it's Richardson. Unloads to the right, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. This week they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Everett. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Working the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the ground, it's Everett. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Richardson. Makes the grab over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Off play action on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
That makes the score UNLV 14, Wyoming 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Out How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the back. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Richardson. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the grab.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Rebels are marching down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Good enough for first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking to scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Back to pass, it's Richardson. Rushes on him. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st down and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one...
Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Finds his back in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Dropping back, it's Richardson. Pocket breaking down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down. Complete in the middle. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. This time they'll go to the running game. Breaks into the open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We got plenty of fight.
The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Ready.
Gives it on the option. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Robbins. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The option look. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Wyoming! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Is no good. That keeps the score. UNLV.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Richardson. Good timing on the quick out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll run it from the gun.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. That is just what... defense needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run to the left. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right on the money. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown.
Touchdown, Wyoming! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a two-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quickly complete. And the defense drags him down. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Richardson. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Adams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Selvia. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. Lowers those pads. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You know, this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loses 4. Brings up 3rd down.
The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
21.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Richardson. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Offense in a split backfield. Gets the back moving. RPO complete to open the drive. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now on the option. The pitch. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Selvia. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. Quick strike through the air for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Richardson. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Richardson. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately He needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. They want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking downfield, it's Richardson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Another incompletion on third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the outside to the left. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wyoming.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Cowboys will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. One more play to pad the stats.
first shot.
To the air, it's Richardson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.